and welcome to The Angry Sniper, episode number 73. This one isn't different like the last one. That doesn't actually make sense, does it? Never mind. This was a good, enjoyable Warzone, and there's a couple of bits in here I like. That bit I didn't like. It was great having a pull from the Sork. Fantastic, love it. I wish a lot more Sorks would do that, I have to say. I'm sure all the other snipers out there will be in agreement with that. But it did come as a surprise in the sense that whoa, I don't like being pulled. It happens so infrequently, but it does happen. It just comes as a surprise. Now, one of the things I tend to do, and I think I forgive me if I get the name of it's Rage, isn't it? That's like that smash spec. Focus on the public side, doesn't it? They have a breaker on forced camouflage, and I still see a lot of sentinels play that. So of course, when they use forced camouflage, it's kind of they're fairly predictable, knowing that they're going to go straight towards you. So quite often, what I try to do with that is try to predict when they're going to come forwards. That's why I did my my grenade. But obviously, I think that one must have been, was it Carnage, the middle spec? And I don't, if I understand it right, I'll have to look at the trees. But they haven't got a breaker on forced camouflage. So, yeah, that particular bit, I knew we had caps and so forth, and I knew we were outnumbered. We weren't going to keep mid, so it's kind of, I may as well delay them for as long as I can. Now at this stage, I'm also looking at how many have we got guarding, and there's only one, and oh shit, I've seen that lot coming, and I've seen he's a stealther. So at this stage, I'm hoping he's just going to stay stealth, and I'll just try and delay them as long as I can. You know, because he's stealth, I'm not. I don't, you know, he's still in stealth, which is great. It gives us a bit of an advantage. I'm kind of using myself as bait, keeping the pressure off them, so forth. I knew I was going to die. It was obvious I was going to die, but if it meant I was able to delay them enough, get them to focus on me instead of the stealthers, so they could keep their stealth. You understand what I'm saying. And it seemed to work, because I haven't capped, and there's a ton of our people at the bunker guarding, which is good stuff. So, what's going to happen in the rest of it, you know? Yeah, I got the feeling they had a tank in this one, so I was trying my best to separate. I liked, one of the things I like about this one is I like some of my use of defensive utilities. I like the way I'm trying to control the snipers, bloody hell, the healers. How can I get a sniper mixed up for a healer? Dear me, you're losing it, Escali. Yeah, I just liked the way I was using my skills in terms of trying to control where the healers were and getting them away from any possible tanks. I don't know if I can't remember whether they did have a tank or not, but, you know. I also think I've done better in my targeting with this one. There we are. Trying to... Another reason why I kind of separate the healers out like that, try to knock them away. Because force... my skills, dear me, my brain's gone. Because Cover Pulse puts a 5-second boot, assuming they're not going to be damaged, which isn't going to happen. It's kind of... It controls them at a certain distance away from the person they're trying to heal, quite often. in a scenario like that, which gives a bit of a window to try and burst one of them down. Sometimes the DPS person, you know, so that's why I kind of do that sometimes. It's one of the other ways of using cover pulse, at least the way I use it. So yeah, you can look at this one. Their scores at the moment, it's they've only got 22% left on their shield, so we're looking good. I haven't died for quite a while. And it all becomes a bit standard now, you know. It's like, it's one of these things at this particular stage. I've played so many Warzones, like a whole bunch of other players. The people still watching this, you know, it's kind of, you can tell they haven't got the pressure on us. They're going to have to be more sneaky than they are actually doing in order to get that cap in, but they're not going to get it in this one. They should be trying to concentrate on the eastern bunker, but that's not what they're doing. So we know we've won, they know we've won, and it's this particular stage which it just kind of gets a bit more boring, you know, because you know you've got that almost certainty that you're going to win, and that's kind of, for me, it gets a bit, I want something a bit more interesting to happen, but it doesn't. But one of the things I found is kind of, they're constantly grouped together. You probably saw that in a couple of bits, and it's kind of, even though AoE damage in that scenario is just fluff, because they've got a healer who's doing an okay job, I think. The AoE damage isn't really doing anything, but as an engineering sniper, you've got a great big cluster of people. You can't, it's too tempting. You've got to use your AoE skills. But yeah, that was the result. As I said, not really the type I would normally load, but I happen to like some of what I was doing in that one, so there you go. Not many kills on either side, in all honesty. So keep sniping, have fun, and I'll see you again.